जय श्री माताजी। उपस्थित सभी सहयोगी भाई बहनों का शाम के इस सामूहिक ध्यान सत्र में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। आइए हम सब मिलकर परम पूज्य श्री माताजी को माथा टेक कर, दोनों हाथ जोड़कर पूरे हृदय से वंदन करेंगे। सामूहिक बंधन। दोनों हाथ जोड़कर परम पूज्य श्री माताजी से ध्यान की अनुमति लेते हैं। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर आज के सामूहिक ध्यान में बैठने की अनुमति आप हमें प्रदान करें। तीन महामंत्र एवं श्री गणेश मंत्र। नाड़ी संतुलन करने हेतु दाहिना हाथ धरती माँ पर, बायां हाथ श्री माताजी की ओर, हमारा पूरा चित्त ईड़ा नाड़ी पर, सहस्त्रार और दोनों हथेलियों के मध्य में। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारी ईड़ा नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर हमें शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। धीरे से हमारा दाहिना हाथ गोदी में, बायां हाथ आकाश तत्व की ओर, हमारा चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी पर, राइट चैनल पर। सहस्रार और दोनों हथेलियों के मध्य में ध्यान देंगे। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर हमें शुद्ध कार्य शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। धीरे से बायां हाथ गोदी में लेते हैं। हमारा चित्त मध्य नाड़ी पर, सुषुम्ना नाड़ी पर स्थिर करेंगे। चित्त सहस्रार और दोनों हथेलियों के मध्य में। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर हमें पूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। धीरे से हमारा चित्त मूलाधार चक्र पर लाते हैं। यहाँ के श्री गणेश जी को हृदय से वंदन करेंगे। प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारी सामूहिकता के मूलाधार चक्र को शुद्ध कर दीजिए। हम सभी को पवित्र एवं मंगलमय बना दीजिए। थोड़ी देर चित्त को मूलाधार पर स्थिर करते हैं। चित्त बाया मूलाधार, दाहिना मूलाधार, मध्य मूलाधार में आएंगे। मन ही मन कुंडलिनी माँ को वंदन करेंगे और चित्त स्वादिष्ठान चक्र पर ले जाएंगे। नाभि चक्र, चित्त को भवसागर में गोल घुमाकर हम चित्त अनाहत में स्थिर करेंगे। धीरे से चित्त विशुद्धि चक्र पर स्थिर करते हैं। प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, हमारी सामूहिकता के विशुद्धि चक्र को शुद्धता प्रदान कीजिए। हमें साक्षी भाव प्रदान कीजिए। हमें अनासक्त साक्षी बना दीजिए। धीरे से हम आज्ञा चक्र पर जाएंगे। दाहिना हाथ कपाल पर, शीश थोड़ा सा सामने की ओर झुका हुआ, कपाल को हल्का सा दबाएंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमने आपकी परम कृपा में सभी को हृदय से क्षमा कर दिया है। हमारा किसी पर भी क्रोध नहीं, हमारा आजू बाजू की परिस्थितियों पर भी क्रोध नहीं। हमने आपकी परम कृपा में स्वयं को भी क्षमा कर दिया है। श्री माता जी, कृपा करके आप भी हमें क्षमा कर दीजिए। ओम हम क्षम 3 बार बोलेंगे। ओम हम क्षम। हम क्षम। हम क्षम। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमारी सामूहिकता के आज्ञा चक्र को शुद्धता प्रदान कीजिए। धीरे से हमारा दाहिना हाथ गोदी में, चित्त सहस्त्रार पर, प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे आत्म साक्षात्कार को दृढ़ता प्रदान कीजिए। आज के ध्यान में हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। ध्यान की इसी स्थिति में हम श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी ग्रहण करेंगे। आज की अमृतवाणी है दिवाली पूजा, वेल्थ एंड जनरोसिटी, यूके, 1982। इसका पहला भाग हमने प्रातःकालीन ध्यान में ग्रहण किया है।
Is the woman in the family. She is the Gruhalakshmi. But the man should not be a wolf also. A Gruhalakshmi cannot marry a wolf. You must understand. If the man is a wolf, then he doesn't deserve to have a Gruhalakshmi, but he can have a she-wolf as his wife. That's a good idea. Then they can fight, quarrel, have all kinds of divorces. But it's the responsibility of the Gruhalakshmi to begin with, I must say. To keep the balance, it is her duty. It is not the duty of the other people in the family. It is she who keeps. She doesn't give up at any cost. Of course, if he's a wolf, all right, he can go to the forest. She's not bothered. But the men must understand the more you start respecting the housewives, the Griha Lakshmis in the family, the more there is respect, the more there will be settling of these women in their proper places, becoming proud of their houses and families and their own setup that they have put in. They'll feel they have a meaning and the whole society will change. But if the men run after dirty women and cheap and street women, then the same housewives can take to that. So that is very important, that they must be respected because they are Griha Lakshmi. That is one thing. The second thing is they are also Raja Lakshmi. Raja Lakshmis are the goddesses who are looking after the country. Like England has a Raja Lakshmi. Now, we can say the princess now is a Raja Lakshmi. She's a woman with dignity. She carries herself with that bashful sweetness and all that. She's a Raja Lakshmi. Our queen is very good too. But we can say other people in the same family are funny. They belong to royal family. They have got that strength of character to belong to that. They have all the privileges, but they think they have all the rights, but no duties. And as that, also the Raja Lakshmi can be very funny. Like in this country there has been curses on curses because of 7 queens were murdered in this country. I can't think of any country where even one queen can be murdered by the queen. This country has a very funny curse of these 7 women who were killed like this. I mean, what sort of women they must have been, what sort of kings they must have been. I mean, it is so nothing of a Raja Lakshmi. A Raja Lakshmi is a dignified woman. She is the one who is the glory of the country. She has to be a glorious woman. She has to be a woman with all the attributes of a queen. And that is the Raja Lakshmi, is the queen or the goddess, that is the queen. And she resides in every country. Every country has a Griha Lakshmi. And if that is insulted, then the people suffer. They will suffer in so many ways, like they will have money problems, they will have financial problems, they will have also problems of society, all kinds, because whatever the queen does, whatever the king does, it is done by others, but especially the queen. Most of the fashions, say, in England have come because the queen started. So whatever she does, she is so important, and she has to have that idea in her that she is the goddess. She has to represent that goddess which resides in every country. So that is the Raja Lakshmi. Now in countries where there is no, say, democratic countries there, all right. Then the head of the first lady of the country should behave not like American lady who married a tycoon somewhere, an old man, and is now a photographer. And what is this? So cheap. It is so cheap. She doesn't deserve to be there. There is no dignity about her. She is competing herself with cheap street women. She should know that she is the first lady. In the countries where there is even, say, not democracy and other sorts of governments are there, there is also a first lady. And while now these first ladies also have become competitors, and they compete there with their husbands and try, wherever they have tried such a trick. You see, even Mandar Naiki tried these things, she failed. Anywhere they tried like to outwit their husbands by this, they will fail. Because God is not with them. They are there because they are first ladies, and they should take all pride within themselves, even if they feel they are a little bit let down by people, not respected. But if she respects herself, nobody can be disrespected. She should keep her respect, and everybody will respect her. But just to punish people if she has to behave like this, that means she has no value of her. So the first thing that one Lakshmi gives you, the value system. Your value system is correct. You evaluate yourself properly. Like you know the value of this and value of that and value of this. But the value system for a divine person is not based on the amount of money or amount of matter it has, but it depends on what vibration. So the whole evaluation system changes when you get into divine temperament, that you start seeing things, what is precious is what has the maximum vibration. Whatever has vibrations is the precious thing for a realized, and not what is not divine. What is not divine, they have nothing to do. But you will be amazed, whatever is divine is all very precious also otherwise. Like the paintings which are done with divinity, means the realized souls have done, are today very expensive, may not in those days, but now today. Actually all that truth comes up gradually and people can see that clearly, that there is something special about these things. So your value system changes. As your Mahalakshmi essence starts growing and manifesting, you stand absolutely open, and you find that new things, new ideas and new valuation of everything starts. Once this happens to you, know that you are growing. You must know how to judge whether you are growing or not, and that is how you will know that you are growing in the right direction if your value system is it. Today's day is this Lakshmi's day. I bless you with all the Lakshmi's powers, and especially the discretion to improve your value system. What is more valuable is to you, what is the most valuable thing to you, you must try to revise that. Then there is, after this day, when they worship, the first day is, they say that is the day when Diwali was celebrated, when Rama was means the king. He killed Ravana on the Shera, and on this day that Rama was crowned, and that's why they celebrated. Now Rama is the person, at that time when he is crowned, he represents the benevolent king, and the benevolence of a king is being crowned. So that's why they celebrate Diwali. But we have a special significance of Diwali. It's very special significance, I think, that the light that we see here, you will see always go upward. Fire is element that always goes upward. It's always against the gravity, and it is against all that pulls you down. And the light of the spirit is also like that. It always takes you up. And the person who is a realized soul is called as an enlightened person, because he has a light. And the light has a capacity to give you a full idea, to see what is what, to relate to each other, to find out the distances and the differences, and to discriminate. So the light represents discrimination. And when you are enlightened, the spirit is enlightened. In the sense, spirit is the light, but which starts expressing itself in the atmosphere, manifesting in the attention of it. Now, what we have done in Sahaja Yoga is nothing but it is Diwali. First, one light was enlightened. Then that light enlightened another light. And now we have so many lights. This is the Diwali that I have. I enjoy this Diwali than anything else. Now some lights are really sometimes flickering. I know that, doesn't matter. Some lights are afraid of the winds that might affect it. So I have to look after them. In India, you see, this part is called as Aanchal of the mother. You see, where she keeps her child hidden. And that is where she looks after the candle also, the light which she has kindled. And very carefully she looks after it and tries to see again and again if it is burning or not. And then she is sure that it is burning nicely. Then she puts it on a higher place where it burns, not for itself but for others. It enlightens others and enlightens the path of the people who are going in the darkness. So for us, Sahaja Yoga today is a Mahayoga because it is a Deepavali. It's not only one Deepa of your mother burning, but it's so many lights all over the world. You know, they have taken their lights and they are burning. Even small children are giving realization. It has spread to the villages now, and it's spreading slowly as the Diwali. And every day we celebrate Diwali, we have more and more lights, and I'm sure these lights are going to. Those people who still have flickering lights have problems. They always have problems, and they must know that their light is to be brought in properly, into proper shape. They must put all attention to put their lights in order. If your lights are ordered, there cannot be a problem. There cannot be a problem. So the correction is also a divine quality in you. We should work inward by which you correct yourself. Now, the other day I was explaining how you don't have to think. It's very simple. It's the machinery which is a divine machinery which you have found out now within yourself. Now, at this time when you have got a machinery, you don't have to think about it. Because the machinery that is divine is just like any other machinery. For example, you know the machinery of the car. You don't have to think. You don't think I have to put a brake, you just put it. When you are a master driver, you just do it. You don't think. Do you think? If you start thinking, you will kill so many people by that thinking. So in the same way, if you have mastered this machinery, if you know which one to move, how to work it out, if you have mastered it, you don't think about it. You just work. And that is what it is. We have to understand that after developing Mahalakshmi Tattva, which is the main Tattva, which is the evolutionary principle, by which you have evolved, is the ultimate, the Sushumna, the central part, which is the most important. If the Sushumna is not all right, then you cannot do anything, because there is the flow. There is the opening, which is important, which makes you wider, which makes you deeper, which makes you greater. That is the part of Sushumna, which must be always kept open. Must try to keep it open by balancing yourself, by this generous attitude, and by seeing everything through your discretion. Keep it open. Keep your Sushumna open, and that is the path of Mahalakshmi. If you keep your Sushumna open, there will be no physical problem, no emotional problem, and of course no spiritual problem. That is how one has to understand today's Mahalakshmi Tattva. Now at this position when you reach, you see, this position is very important at Mahalakshmi principle, that it gives you the witness state, no doubt. But as I have told you before, just after this first day's puja of the Lakshmi, when Rama was crowned, next day they have the second day. And on this second day, this is the 13th day, as I told you, is the day when the Lakshmi was born. 14th day is a horrible thing which I do not want to tell you much about, because that is the day the goddess had to fight all the horrible Rakshasa. So I don't want to talk about it much, because you know all that. That is the 14th day. Then the 15th day is the day when the moon is absolutely missing from the moon. It's absolute darkness, where you put these lights to suggest that there are lights, now let Lakshmi come within us. So there is no spot that should be left which is dark, so everywhere the Lakshmi resides and give us the glory of her blessing. Then this is the night when you have the dark night, as you call it, Amavasya. Then the first night after that is the first moon, that the you say the baby moon? New moon. The new moon comes up, the first day, is the day when the new year starts for Shalivahana. As you know, Shalivahanas are my ancestors, or whatever you call it, the Singh dynasty. That is the day. That day they take a shawl of the mother, like this, and put this water carrier on top to suggest the Aquarius time. The Aquarius time has started. According to them, they put that on top of that and put it like a flag on top of their houses to suggest now the Aquarius time is there. With the mother shawl, they make the flag, and on top of the flag is this the water carrier is put upside down to suggest that the Aquarius time has started, that the time of Kundalini has started, and that this awakening has to take place. That's the first day of the year they start. Then after that, the second day is, well, it is 5 days actually, but why I said 4-day celebration? Because one day is a horrid day in between. But also there is a celebration because after killing all these Rakshasas, there was Diwali. Many a times these things happened, and every time she killed all these Rakshasas, they celebrated it by putting lights all around. So after that is the second day is very important, which is here, is the brother and sister. Special day where the sister invites the brother to her house for food. And she, if he's a small boy, she'll give him a bath. Even if he's a big boy, he sits with all his clothes on and she puts water on him and puts something very fragrant things on his body and gives him a bath nicely and gives him a protection. It's the purity of relationship between a sister and a brother. And then the brother gives her something as a present at that time. He may give anything. It's just symbolic. It's the love and affection of a brother and a sister is expressed at that time. It's very important. And then the sister, she actually gives him a bandhan with actual light, which is called as the aarti they do for the brother. And that's how they try to give a big protection to their brother. So this is the day of the, they call it in Marathi Bhav Bij or Bhaiya Dvij, or that is the Dvitiya, the second day of the month. That starts in India. Now it has a significance because it is very important that our relationship as a brother and a sister must be strengthened, must be purified, must be looked after. In India, even if somebody calls you a sister or a brother, then he's a sister and a brother. It's a very difficult situation. If somebody calls you a sister, then you have to accept that situation. And if you accept that situation all your life, you have to carry on that relationship of that nobility. Whether he may be your brother or not, doesn't matter. He may be your she may be your sister or not, does not matter. But once you have said she is your sister, then all that purity is there, all her chastity is to be protected, and she is to be looked after. So this is how it is. These are the 5 days they celebrate. In short, I have told you how we Sahajogis should understand these 5 days are days of real festival for us, because we are overcome death now. We have overcome that degradation that would have followed after this. Now we are people who are victorious. So this is to celebrate our victory over evil, our victory over our weaknesses, and our victory towards the goal of our achievement, that is full self-realization. And that's how it's a great day of celebration. And may God bless you all, and in this jubilation I join you all, and I'm very happy that we are so many today in this country, and a day will come when our righteousness and our greatness will definitely enhance the path of darkness with its light and improve the conditions to such an extent that people won't believe that they were living in this wretched world and today they are in such a place. They won't believe. It will happen. As it has happened within yourself, it will happen without. And that's what is the day I am waiting for, when such things will happen. And all these things we are doing here, leading a very righteous and a good life now, with forgiveness for others and with all the generosity, it will become a universal theme for people. And when this will become a universal happening, and when people will universally accept Sahaja Yoga, then will be the real day of Diwali celebration. May God bless you. So I must say for Christmas I won't be here. I'll be in India. It's nice way because I'll escape all your presents. So, you gave me so many presents last time that it was too much for me. Of course, if you say that I gave you because that's of course is nothing great, because see, if you give to one person, it is too much to carry. You say you have to have a shipload, and if one person gives to so many, it's not such a difficult thing, is it? But if everybody gives to one person, it's too much. And if one person gives to many, it's very good, because the load is lessened on everyone and also shared, you see, of that one person. So my giving was a better thing than your giving to me, because I was really thinking of taking a ship, see, with all the nice presents you gave me. So, do you have any questions?
श्री आदि शक्ति का पूरा मंत्र लेंगे। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करेंगे।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में हो माँ, बैठ के दिल में हो माँ। लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो ये सके जो सेवा, हो ये सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना।
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्पे साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की
जय।
ध्यान की इसी स्थिति में हम श्री माताजी के चरणों पर प्रार्थना अर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। आज के ध्यान में आपने हमें निरानंद प्रदान कर हमें चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, इसलिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी हैं। श्री माताजी, संपूर्ण विश्व में विश्व निर्मल धर्म प्रस्थापित करने हेतु कृपा कर हमें सहज योग प्रचार एवं प्रसार का शुद्ध और प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइए। श्री माताजी, कृपा करके हमारी सभी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार कर हमें आशीर्वादित करें। थैंक यू श्री माताजी, थैंक यू श्री माताजी, थैंक यू श्री माताजी अगेन एंड अगेन। सामूहिक बंधन। जय श्री माताजी। अनाउंसमेंट्स एट प्रतिष्ठान पुणे। आज की सूचनाएं इस प्रकार। नए साधकों के लिए साप्ताहिक ऑनलाइन ध्यान केंद्र लर्निंग सहजयोगा यूट्यूब चैनल द्वारा प्रति शनिवार को शाम 6:30 बजे से 7:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित हो रहा है। नई बैच 2 जुलाई से आरंभ हुई है। अगला सत्र 15 अक्टूबर को होगा। कृपया जागृति देने के बाद नए साधकों को ये जानकारी प्रदान करें। सहयोग सीखने में उनको मदद होगी। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय श्री महालक्ष्मी पूजा और सहज विवाह का आयोजन भारतीय सामूहिकता की ओर से इस वर्ष नागपुर अकादमी में होगा। 3 दिवसीय दिवाली पूजा में 28, 29 और 30 अक्टूबर को यह दीपावली पूजा महोत्सव मनाया जाएगा। 28 अक्टूबर को शाम 4 बजे हवन, 29 अक्टूबर को सहज विवाह शाम 5 बजे से और 30 अक्टूबर को सुबह 10:30 बजे श्री महालक्ष्मी पूजा होगी। आप इस महोत्सव में सादर आमंत्रित है। केवल 9,000 सहजियों की निवास व्यवस्था पूजा स्थल पर की जाएगी और 2,000 सहजियों की व्यवस्था पूजा स्थल से 3 किलोमीटर दूरी पर मंगल कार्यालय में की जाएगी। 800 सहजियों के लिए अकादमी के नज़दीक होटल और रिसोर्ट में आवास व्यवस्था उपलब्ध है। 11,000 रजिस्ट्रेशन के बाद आवास व्यवस्था समाप्त होगी और केवल नॉन स्टेइंग पूजा पास उपलब्ध रहेंगे। आवास व्यवस्था के आखिरी के 400 पूजा पास उपलब्ध है। 15 अक्टूबर के बाद ऑनलाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन व्यवस्था बंद हो जाएगी। pujaregistration.sahajogaindia.org.in इस वेबसाइट पर आप ऑनलाइन पेमेंट द्वारा रजिस्ट्रेशन कर सकते हैं। दिवाली पूजा हेल्पलाइन 9355950960 पर पूजा से जुड़ी जानकारी प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। साथ ही होटल बुकिंग के लिए आपको सहायता मिलेगी। आपको सारी जानकारी www.diwalipuja.sahajogaindia.org.in इस वेबसाइट पर प्राप्त होगी। कल के कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार: अर्ली मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सुबह 4 बजे प्रसारित होगा। सुबह का ध्यान सुबह 5:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। शाम का ध्यान शाम 7 बजे। आज का ध्यान सत्र यही संपन्न होता है। जय श्री माताजी। शुभ रात्रि।
गणपति बप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया।
गणपति बप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। निर्मल पुत्र गजानना, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। निर्मल पुत्र गजानना, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। गणपति बप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। गणपति बप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया।
सिद्धि विनायक मोरिया, बुद्धि प्रदायक मोरिया। सिद्धि विनायक मोरिया, बुद्धि प्रदायक मोरिया। एक दंत मोरिया, निर्मल पुत्र गजानना। एक दंत मोरिया, निर्मल पुत्र गजानना।
विघ्न विनाशक मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। विघ्न विनाशक मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया। गणपति बप्पा मोरिया, मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया।
अष्ट विनायक मोरिया, विघ्न विनाशक मोरिया। अष्ट विनायक मोरिया, विघ्न विनाशक मोरिया। जय शिवनंदन मोरिया, गजानन जय शिवनंदन मोरिया निर्मल पुत्र गजानन गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया
मोदक प्रिय मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया मोदक प्रिय मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया।
निर्मल नंदन मोरिया संकट हरना मोरिया निर्मल नंदन मोरिया संकट हरना मोरिया सिंदूर बदना मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया सिंदूर बदना मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया
बुद्धि विदाता मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति मोरिया बुद्धि विदाता मोरिया मंगल मूर्ति 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 मोरिया।